What's up, Pisces? Welcome to BlackmadonnaHP's Table Etiquettes. You're getting ready to get a message from Beloved. See what Beloved wants to focus on in your life today. So let's go ahead and jump into your energy and see what's up. Beloved, what's the message you have for Pisces? Ooh, who else had this? Scorpio. And it's interesting you would get this. Ennoble your soul. So, for you, I'm getting the battle of good and evil. Because you got the angel and the demon. Someone's wearing a mask. Somewhere. I mean, somewhere. For me to say that, that's like an echo from heaven. But angels and devils is written on the card. So depending upon who you are in this situation, there's definitely something deeper that lies beneath the surface that you need to. Wow. People are showing up in your life as angels, right? This is what you see. But deep down in their spirit, what's up, Pisces? Let's get into it. Beloved, what's this message for Pisces? Ooh-wee. I feel like this is going to be a deep one. What's the message for Pisces, please? What's the message you have for the Pisceans, please? What's the message you have for the Pisceans, please? What's the message you have for the Pisceans, please? The Seven of Wands. I mean, the Eight of Swords. Why do I want to say seven so bad? July. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. Somebody's birthday could be on the 7th. 7 people can be involved. Some about 7. The Magician. The King of Swords. Death. The Knight of Swords. Wow. The Two of Swords. Wow, Beloved gave you a lot more cards than any other of the zodiacs. The Queen of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. I knew it. El Diablo. The Three of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. Ooh-wee. Pisces, where should we begin in this reading? Now, first thing I notice about your reading, Pisces, excuse me, there are so many swords in this reading, which means you are being attacked in your mental. This is why El Diablo showed up, to depict where this is happening, where this is messing with you at specifically, right? Because that is the GPS system for all of life, right? Your mind. I'm not a spiritual entity, but if I wanted to attack a human being and I wanted to take them off their path, oh, so now this reading don't want to come out. If I wanted to take them off their path, I'm going to attack the mind, right? I'm going to show up. I'm going to send somebody that is so attractive. It's going to be exactly what this person wants. It's going to be the exact type of friendship this person wants. The exact type of job. It's like it's gonna shine so bright to this person. They're gonna be like, it has to be heaven sent. Forgetting there's another entity at play in the spiritual world. I feel like Pisces, and I don't know why my throat chakra is messed up with your read, which symbolizes the death of what's getting ready to come out. One moment. It's not, no matter what whatever, throat chakra's messed up. Your attack, the battle that you have been facing has been mental energy. You've been stressed out. You've been worried. You've been overwhelmed. You've been depressed. You've been with anxiety. You've been taking medications. You've been doing everything you can to try to control your mind, meditation, prayer, whatever. You have been battling a war within your mind, and you think it's you. You think it's something wrong with you, but it is the energetic forces that are around you. Now, how does these energetic forces show up for you, Pisces? These energetic forces show up as people, places, and things. For you specifically. Why do they show up as people, places, and things? Because these are the people, places, and things that you desire. The people, places, and things that will most... Wow, everything is trying to distract this reading. That is so crazy, Pisces. I'm so sorry. But the people, places, and things are things that you desire. How can we most be tempted is by our desires. How can doors be open are by what we desire. And if I'm an entity and I know that you desire something, and that something that I'm going to utilize looks a certain way, and it's going to gain me access into your mind, by I'm going to use it, right? So whatever this foundation represents for you, that you believe that you manifested, or believe that this thing came in is so good, then why all of these swords? Why so many swords? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where did the 8th sword come from? Let me recount. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. There's a hidden sword. And this is the problem that you're having. That 7th sword that's hidden from you is the very thing that's plaguing your mind. This thing shows up like the way the energy I'm getting is the way it shows up in your life. It shows up in a way that's like exactly what you want. Right? Let's say, for example, let's say you've seen the 2023 Range Rover. It was burgundy, right? It was beautiful. And you said, I want that. I'm coming back to get it. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that thing, right? You got your credit together. Credit score is good. You know, all your documents are good. You know, whatever. Let's say you put $5,500 down. You walk away with this thing. You got your paperwork in hand. Everything. You get this beautiful vehicle. It is luxury. Window to window. The ride is perfect. But you hadn't taken the time to read the contract. And this contract is a front-based loan, which means all of your interest is in your first month's payment. So nothing goes towards this vehicle until you're done paying off the interest. The interest rate also that you failed to read was at the highest rate possible. Let's just say 23.25%, right? And that all came front based as soon as you drove off the lot. So if you bought this vehicle, let's just say you bought the 2023 Range Rover, let's say it was $65,000. You now are in debt $100,000 because it's a front-based loan and all of your payments came forward right away. So you think you're financing or leasing, I'm going to say financing, it just works better for the scenario. But you think you're financing a $69,000 or $65,000 vehicle when actually you're financing a $100,000 vehicle. And the time allotted is not this 4-year term. You're locked in for, let's just say, 8 years. So instead of being locked in for 4, you're locked in for 8. It's just the thing that you want comes and forms that look pleasing until you look deeper underneath the surface and see, deeper underneath the surface and see the thing for what it actually truly is. Now, you're so excited about this vehicle that a year, 2 years go by, you have some type of issue, you finally call the finance company, you realize you aren't just at, 65,000 or whatever plus interest. You're at 105,000, and you're like, what happened? It's like that type of scenario. Like, things are coming into your life that on the surface look amazing. They look like they're heaven sent. They look like they are perfect for you. But what they're meant to do is drain life from you. Why are these things draining life from you? What do you mean, BlackmadonnaHP? Let's go back to the beautiful car situation. This 23 Range Rover. Now, you're locked in, right? You can't get sick. You can't take time off to have a baby. You can't, switch jobs and have a savings where you're able to provide for yourself for 2 years while you're off, because now you've gotten yourself into such a large amount of debt that you're going to have to work to get this debt paid off in an ample amount of time. It's situations like that it seems like it's freedom. It seems like it's heaven sent, but it's really draining life force. I think it was T.D. Jakes who said, be careful what you invest into in life, because those investments will take life from you. For example, the housing. Let's say you just went and you're a first time home buyer, right? I don't know why I'm talking to you about finances, but we're going to go with it. But let's say you're a first time home buyer, right? And okay, you just bought this let's say it's a 3-bedroom rumbler, right? And it's nice. It's in good condition for your first home, and you're happy and you're excited about it. And then you look at the terms. You're on a 30-year, and it's not a fixed rate mortgage. So every year for these 30 years, your rates are going to fluctuate. Your APR may fluctuate. Your taxes may fluctuate, right? So this thing that was initially meant to be a blessing end up being a burden that's taking life from you. So here you are when you buy this home. You're 25 years old, right? You're at the prime of your life. By the time you're done paying it, unless some other resources come through, equity, things like that, unless some other resources come through that assist you in paying off this house, you're 55 by the time you're done paying it. In those 30 years, you worked 8 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, just to make ends meet, and have had to try to make ends meet through various means, such as door dashing, whatever it is right now, okay, whatever you needed to do to make these ends meet, because remember, it wasn't a fixed rate mortgage. It was a blessing initially, right? But now you're working 30 years, 8 hours a day. So you sleep 8 hours a day. You're working 8 hours a day, so that leaves 8 hours for you to enjoy your life most days of the week. Then you got kids, you got a family. You only got 8 hours to invest. So 2/3 of your life is already spent. You understand what I'm saying, Pisces? For some reason, beloved is bringing this message to you. There's something either you're pondering or something that has been brought in your life that's shiny and glittery, and it has all of the trimmings of this is a blessing. Be careful. Dig deeper underneath the surface to find out if it truly is a blessing or if it's a curse. I remember, I love my luxury vehicles. And so I went and checked out this luxury vehicle. I actually purchased it. And so I took it to my mechanic just check it out, make sure everything was okay while I was in my time frame to return the vehicle if it wasn't up to the contract standard, right? So this person, my mechanic's like, oh, this is a beautiful vehicle, but this vehicle is gonna keep you broke. I said, what do you mean it's gonna keep me broke? How can it keep me broke? He was saying, those tires on those vehicles cost $1,000 each. If anything ever goes wrong, it's gonna cost over $1,000. To do an oil change costs $500, and so on and so forth. And I'm like, he's jealous. That's what I was initially thinking. But the one thing I remember he said, and it stuck with me. He said, you can either be rich or you can look rich and be broke. I'm like, So that's what beloved message is to you, Pisces. You can either be rich in life and spirit, mind, body, and soul, or you can be broke, mind, body, and soul. Everything that glitters is not gold, Pisces. So let's go ahead and get you a message, Pisces, and close out your reading. Beloved, what Pisces need to know? You can handle this. There's a wise saying, you are never given more than you can handle. Tune into your heart to reconnect with your strength. It's too much already going on in your life, Pisces. These things that's been showing up in your life are showing up like blessings, but they're stressing you out. They're taking life force away from you. Beloved is saying you can handle this. You're not given more than you can handle. But remember life force. Choose wisely. Whatever has been stressing you out, it has a lot to do with the attachment to things that do not feed your mind, that do not feed your body, and that do not feed your soul. Okay, Pisces? Either way, I thank you so much for tapping into Black Madonna HP's Table Etiquettes. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, love, peace, and soul. Take care.